Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Morrowind. We're in Balmora, and I'm pleased to inform you I managed to fix Ashfall, Ultimate Fishing, and Joy of Painting. I don't really know how. We did all that troubleshooting stuff on the last stream, which didn't seem to fix it, and then just as a random last-ditch effort after the stream was over, I've manually reinstalled MGEXE, which is one thing I hadn't tried before already. And then after I did that, still didn't work, but after I did that, I then re-downloaded and reinstalled Just Drop It again for like a fourth time, and for some reason on that fourth time, it worked, and it's fixed now. As you can see, we've got the temperature condition bars down there at the bottom left and stuff. We got armor 8, warmth 70, coverage 100%, blah blah blah. Somewhere in this process, the other skills part of the skill menu got broken, so I can't see my other mod added skills anymore. But whatever, that's how it used to be previously anyway. So, it does seem to work now. I've tested it, and we have in our possession now 767 gold, and I'm going to go and spend it now on buying some of our little supplies and things, you know, fishing and painting and whatnot, because I really do want to show you the newest version of these mods. Now that they are finally bleeding well working, I do want to show you them, because they are kind of cool. Ooh, right, what do we got then? Backpack brown fur, netch leather. Weight modifier 0.3 times when equipped, or 0.5 times when equipped. That's interesting, because that one seems to be more expensive and weighs more, but this one has the better weight modifier. What's the deal with that? I'm not reading that wrong. I'm not misunderstanding that, am I? 0.5 times is definitely better than 0.3 times. The painting stuff was really cute in the last playthrough. Wait till you see it. Like, the actual, like, quality of, like, the drawings and paintings now in the current version is so much better than the old version. It's nuts. 0.3 times is less than 0.5 times. Yeah, it is, isn't it? I mean, I know I'm shockingly, and I really mean shockingly bad at maths. But I'm pretty sure 0.5 times has got to be better. Oh, right. You know, I see what you mean. It's a multiplier on weight, isn't it? So actually, you want it to be lower. Because it's not a carry capacity modifier. It's actually a modifier of whatever your current weight is. So yeah, lower is better. That's a bit difficult to read for the mathematically challenged, but I assume that's the way it needs to be for modding purposes, and so I'm not going to complain. So a backpack brown fur is probably what we want then. A flint and steel would be an excellent idea as well, for survival purposes. An inkwell. A quill pen. Parchment. No, not parchment. We'll go for paper if it's available, because paper's cheaper. Yeah, here it is. I'm going to take all of 25 sheets of paper. I would like a sketchbook. Not all 5 of them, though. Good grief. 1 sketchbook. Let's see if I can get away without buying a tent just yet. Or a teapot. We have serious carry capacity issues, unfortunately, with this character, because we're a heavy armor. We're a heavy armor-based character, which means that we're going to be constantly bumping up against that carry weight limit. I may end up cheating and adjusting the carry weight modifier a bit like we did last time in order to compensate for that a bit. Alright, we need some pigment. We need watercolor palette. A paintbrush. I would also like, and these are new, I believe. Oh, does he actually have any for sale? This is the question. I'm not sure if he does. There's also, you can get pencils in the newest, but there they are. Pencils. And I think that'll do us for now, honestly. There's an excellent MWC mod that lets you dynamically alter pretty much every modifier in the game. I'm pretty sure I already have it, dude. Actually, because we did this with Antonia, didn't we? I ended up cracking finally, and with the about halfway through the Antonia playthrough, and I finally got sick of having no carry capacity because Antonia was also mostly heavy armor, and she was carrying camping equipment around, and it was starting to make the game unplayable. How little carry capacity we had. And I think that's when I installed that mod. So I may end up tweaking it again with this character as well. Because, I mean, I just don't... I've never really honestly cared about carry capacity as a game mechanic. Given the option, I actually prefer it to be more like sort of Diablo style. As in, you have inventory space as opposed to inventory weight. As in, you know, you have like, you know what I mean? Like Diablo, you have that grid-based inventory, and some items are big, some items are small, and essentially you're limited mostly by how many items you can fit into the inventory grid. And if the grid is completely full, you can still move. You know, you're not going to be rooted to the spot like you are in this when you go over your carry capacity. Yeah, inventory Tetris. I genuinely prefer inventory Tetris to this. As long as it's got an auto sort feature. Anyway. So, yeah. I like carry capacity because it usually lets you carry more than inventory Tetris. I mean, inventory Tetris is fine because you can have multiple tabs, right? Like Neverwinter Nights has that. You don't have to set the limit. I know Diablo's maybe a bad example because Diablo's inventory is quite limited. But I do just seem to prefer that, honestly, versus this. Because it's just irritating, you know? It's just annoying. I get that there has to be some limit on the things you can carry, because otherwise you will be a total loot goblin and just pick up every single damn thing that's not nailed down, but yeah, at the same time, it's just, I find it a bit annoying to deal with, because I'm not really that extreme of a loot goblin. You give me unlimited carry capacity, I still won't pick up largely valueless items. Right, is there anything I'm missing? Probably, but you know, whatever. I wonder if I should grab some oil paints as well. I think you can only use oil paints on canvases though. I don't think you can use them on paper or parchment. So right, 262. Is there any... Let's see if we can get rid of some potions I don't really need. Because we've acquired a few slightly useless ones here and there, haven't we? And these bloody potions do add up. We don't even have any alchemy equipment yet. There we go. That's a bit of potion housekeeping done. I am carting around quite a few alchemical ingredients, although some of it is food, like this guar meat, and some is the bread as well. And this scuttle. Because we are actually going to have to eat now. I'm going to have to remember to drink and eat. And the wheat muffin is still not a food item. Love to see it. Can I actually fix that in the mod config menu somewhere? Food, drink, blacklist. MR wheat muffin. See, I don't want to block it though. So it says select which food and drinks will not be counted in thirst, hunger, and Ashfall. It's already not being counted as food. I don't know how to make it count as food when it's already not. It's not on the blacklist, and yet for some reason it's not food. It's kind of weird. Obligatory mention of the inventory system in Cataclysm. Do you know, I genuinely can't remember how the inventory system in Cataclysm works because it has been that long since I last played it. Where you find good alchemy equipment if you're not a thief. Dungeons, I think, mostly. For the best stuff. In dungeons. There is in vanilla. There's one dungeon, I think, up somewhere in the north of Vardenfell I can think of. It's a Dunmer Stronghold, which has a master set of alchemy equipment in it. Anyway, I don't know how to fix the muffins not being food, unfortunately. It just doesn't seem to work for whatever reason. The muffins, the Tamriel Rebuilt muffins just have no nutritional value. I don't know why, but it's just the way it is. Anyway, backpack acquired. That's freed up a bit of carry capacity. Nowhere near as much as I would have liked, though. Good grief. Having said that, though, I think we might be able to help ourselves by actually putting stuff in the backpack. Yes, here we go. So, Mr. Skull can go in there. Soul Gem. Anything else for now? I suppose a lot of this random alchemy crap that I'm not immediately going to use, but will eventually. Because I can just bloody sell the thing. Hackle leaves. Yep, script jelly, that's food. Those can go in there. And the shoes. Right. Can you put a backpack in a backpack and do the multiplier stack? I don't think they do. In fact, I saw a comment on the mod page that from someone who did try to put a backpack in a backpack and it crashed the game. So yeah, I'm not going to try that. Right, the well actually works as a well now. Oh, that's a good point. I need a water skin. I need some variety of container to put water in. You, sir, do you have what I need? He's got a muck shovel. If I need a muck shovel. Water skin. Thank you very much. I think we'll probably be alright with just that for now. One hopes. Oh, you've got some Dwemer stuff for sale, you naughty, naughty man. You naughty boy. And stuff's illegal, don't you know? A wood axe. We do actually need an axe, don't we, to get firewood. You can craft one out of flint and that, though. Rather than paying 75 gold for this one. So, I'm thinking maybe I won't do that. Maybe I won't buy that. On balance. It's a grill worth grabbing, maybe. I'll probably just leave it like I did last time. I'll keep losing the bloody thing. I've got a miner's pick around somewhere, haven't I? I can't remember where I put it. But we had a miner's pick. We got it from the egg mine. We haven't got any fishing stuff. That's what I'm missing. Revere. Where the fishing rod's at, bro? Interesting. The field easel has constant effect. Feather 60 points on self. Is that when it's just in my inventory or what? Because it might be worth buying. Do you have any fishing gear, Revere? I'm kind of thinking he doesn't, actually. It's a backslot item. Okay. Right. So I can't use it with the backpack. Never mind then. I'm going to go back to the outfitter. Maybe he's got a fishing rod. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's like you equip it like a backpack, don't you? The field easel. I remember now. Bro, do you have what I'm looking for? Fishing pole. There we go. And a fishing net. I still don't really know what the fishing net does, but it's like a passive bonus item of some description, I think. We need a spinner as well. I mean, I could just like try and catch bugs or something for bait, but let's take a silver lure, shall we? The field easel is really cool. Yeah, I think I've seen a video of it in action. I may still get it one day, you know. We'll see. Hello, General Store. How do? Or should we try hand in a bit of fishing? You're out of bait. Oh, yeah, of course. Could I try using a bit of scuttle? No, crab meat? Crab meat's bait, right? Yeah. Freshwater temperate. Alright. This should hopefully work. It did when I tested it, including the awesome dynamic camera. Which is certainly an experience, as you'll see. Come on, fishies. Come bite. You know you want to. Have a nibble. Here comes one. Oh, come on. What is with the timing on this? That looked absolutely perfect. I felt sure I'd nailed it. Well, it reached the correct age to do fishing in video games. I don't know, man. I don't know if it's an age thing. I mean, when I was younger, I used to do fishing in World of Warcraft, so I think you either have the fishing gene or you don't. Wonder if fishing works in the Vivek sewers. One way to find out. Come on, fishies. Oh, you'll see, Justina, you'll see. Well, hopefully you'll fucking see. Hello, fishies! Let's try a different spot. Maybe the time of day is wrong, or the bait's not quite right, or something. I'm not sure what's going on now. Nothing seems interested, though. We got a couple of bites, and now nothing. I'm going to try the silver lure. Could be the time of day changing, having an effect. Oh, we could just be shit out of luck in general. Oh, no, fuck you, game, come on. What is with the spider-like reflexes you must seem to need to catch fish with this mod nowadays? I swear to God it was not this difficult in the previous version. I think there's an easy hooking option in the menu, which maybe I'll try just to save my sanity, but I feel like I need to at least try and get the knack of it first. Here we go, finally. Dynamic cam, everybody, check it out. It's amazing. I mean, not that I'm seeing much of it because I'm looking at the bar on the screen, but you guys can enjoy the show. You caught a largemouth bass. We caught Billy Bass, everybody. The bass is a popular freshwater game fish found in lakes, rivers, and ponds. Known for its aggressive behavior and strength, it's a favorite among sport fishermen. Fish! Right, that's all I care to do now in the fishing department. Jesus, that took long enough. A little too realistic, perhaps. How much do they sell for? Let's have a look. What's it worth? We can obviously eat it. It sells for 4 gold. Fish! Yeah, I'm glad somebody else knows that reference. Largemouth bass. Harvestable. Maybe you can sell it for more once you've harvested it. Well, we caught ourselves a fish, everybody. It's quite a heavy one, too. Now, shall we do some drawing? Should we do a bit of drawing? So we can do an ink sketch or a pencil drawing. I'm not sure why we can't do... Oh, I haven't refilled my palette, have I? That's what the issue is. There we go. Palette's refilled. I can now do a watercolor if I want to. I'm going to do an ink sketch, though, first, because the ink sketch looks so awesome now. I can also rotate it within the menu here as well nowadays, which is lovely. But check this out, guys. How good does this look? It's nuts. Looks pretty good. I don't know what the find subjects button does, by the way. Haven't a bloody clue. Increased contrast for environmental sketches and decreased contrast for faces. Interesting. All right. Find subjects, presumably. Get out. Shoo. Go. There we go. We'll call this Balmora Bridge. How good does that look compared to the ink sketches in the old version? I can see why Murlord really wanted me to update it after all this time. I can see why, because this is like so much better than the original version of the mod. High elf smuggery. Yeah, he's just Sally was kind of a happy amateur by comparison to Bernardo, apparently. Bernardo's just an absolute painting prodigy. Admittedly, some look better than others. Watercolors don't look quite so snazzy at this skill level. Pencil drawing, I can show you a pencil drawing. That also looks kind of neat. I prefer the way the ink ones look, though, if I'm being honest. There are other things you can play around with on this, like transparency, for example. It's I'm not as enthused by the pencil version, though, must admit. Haven't got any charcoal, actually. I should try charcoal drawing. Oh, interesting. It's coming up with automatic titles, depending on what we're pointed at. Location, Balmora. Subjects, Siltstrider. Interesting. That's kind of handy, actually. Painting skill increased to 12. We'll do a watercolor as well, for good measure. Watercolor painting, and you'll see how this works. It gets very wibbly wobbly. As long as I'm holding it down, the wibbly wobbly moves, and then it pauses when we stop. But it is kind of very vague and blur looking. I mean, part of the fact that it's really foggy, weird weather right now probably isn't helping, I imagine, but. You can change the color palette. There's a few options. Splash pattern. It definitely looks more like a watercolor painting than the old ones did. The old ones kind of just looked like oil paintings, to be honest. Change the fog color as well, which is kind of interesting. Gives you a bit more creative control. No subjects found. All right, fair enough. So I think we'll go ahead and do that one. Paint. There you go. Pick up, pick up, pick up. Put them in the old sketchbook, shall we? I don't remember how to do that now. Open, add sketch. Here we go. Yeah, the ink one definitely looks the best. But that watercolor is quite pretty. It's quite pretty, but like it's very low on detail. Maybe amber will look better in watercolor. Yeah, maybe. So yeah. The newest version of Joy of Painting's pretty freaking awesome. I mean, just look at that, man. Like, I'm gonna have a lot more fun using these as like potential video thumbnails. In fact, I already did. For the first video on YouTube, I used a similar picture to this one I did while I was testing as the background for the video thumbnail. So yeah, this is awesome. Extremely awesome. Yeah, so there you go. That's Joy of Painting and Ultimate Fishing, the newest versions. Just more of the same, but better. Really, in both cases. Just need to go and fill up this water skin, actually. Have a drink. Or go sleep in the Fighters Guild.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Feels weird wearing our helmet all the time, if I'm being honest with you. Although I am digging the kind of Landsknecht sort of look we've got going at the moment with the big two-handed sword and then this open steel helm. I'm kind of wondering, like, it might be fun to get one of those poofy shirts with the poofy sleeves, and then just for purely aesthetic purposes, remove the pauldrons, and then just go running around with like poofy sleeves, like we're some sort of Swiss mercenary who's gotten lost in Tamriel and is also a high elf. That'd be kind of neat, honestly.
Well, what is it?
A visitor. What may I do for you?
Could do a picture of you, actually. I haven't tried doing a portrait yet. That's what you may do for me. What do we think? Ink sketch? Pencil drawing? Ink sketch. Kind of annoying that I can't move closer to her while the things, but then again, I suppose we've got the zoom function, haven't we? It did suggest lower contrast for, or was it higher contrast for faces? I forget. Increase contrast for environmental sketches, decrease it for faces, yeah. If you don't want any background, that would work quite well. Find subjects. Boosh, there we go. Think that looks good. Yeah, that's kind of a bajillion million times better than the ink portraits that we did with the Sally playthrough. Like, holy crap! Like they were kind of fun, but they were like some of them looked really weird. That, on the other hand, is like, holy shit, that's incredible. That almost seems too good, actually, for our character skill level. Unless Altmer have like a racial buff to painting skill that I'm unaware of, which would then make sense. It's that's almost too good, isn't it? I'm kind of curious to see how it changes as we get more skill. Then again, it might not actually change as we get more skill, and maybe it never did, and that's just something I imagined. Because I think possibly it could be the case that the only thing painting skill actually affects is the value of the pieces for resale value. You know what I mean? Like the gold value of them when they're done. I think painting scales with intelligence? Maybe. But that's fucking great. And I love, by the way, that it automatically detects who's in the picture and puts that as the title. So I don't have to manually type that in. That's just grand. There we go. You're welcome. I have chosen to immortalize you in my sketchbook. What was your name? Fleania Ameliusus. I have deemed you worthy of preserving for posterity. Now then, 9 PM. Oh, 12 hours. Fucking, I don't know. Right, we're thirsty, warm, probably. I'm going to assume hungry, but I'm not actually sure. We're actually not that hungry, surprisingly. Well, okay, we're going to go. I'm going to go to the nearest inn and get us some food anyway. Play a thief that makes sketches of people and then reverse pickpockets the portrait into their inventory. Oh, that's how sweet.
I'm listening, please.
Idis Fire Eye asked me to get a code book. Oh yes, the code book. The code book, of course.
No worries. I won't hurt you. Ask your question.
Right. The thing is, I don't think we have any ability to like convince or admire, charm, whatever people right now, do we? Also, why is our willpower all buggered? Oh, it's because we're thirsty. Right, let's fix that first of all. What the fuck is going on out here? An air storm in Balmora City? There is something unusual going on.
Sorry, stranger. My time is short, so get on.
My time is short. Sorry. Mod list. The mod list is on YouTube. Sorry. There's no mod list here on Twitch. And Twitch one day adds the ability to actually put a description under streams. I can't really do that for you because I don't have a bot with commands either, so. Hot meal, please. Ooh, let's see. Would these do the same things they always did? Fortifies personality, fortifies fatigue, agility, health, and magicka. I guess I'll take the agility buff, tasty soup. And I shall buy this sausage. Oh, my endurance is screwed because of the hot weather. I was about to say, why? What is going on? Yeah, I forgot ash storms get crazy hot. Why there's an ash storm in Balmora, I really do not know. But, whatever. Suppose when in doubt, remove the shirt. Get those guns out.
Say your business.
Douse myself in water, that'll cool us down a little bit. Right. So, let's go to the Mage Guild. We need to basically try and track down some sort of charm spell in order to do this quest. So, oh yeah. Can I have some advancement, please? There we go. We have to still have to get some flowers for Ajira, don't we? Hey, check it out. Galbert is stuck down here. I must have left the building while she was still on her way back up, and now she's just stuck there. So, I can potentially rob this now. And this. Oh. What else we got? Song of the Alchemist. Yeah, don't mind if I do. Scroll of Agony. A mortar and pestle! For free! And we're now over encumbered. Right, this is the point at which I go into the mod config. GMST menu. I think it's in here somewhere. Wait. Capacity, no. No. It's like floats, is it? Sure, it's in here somewhere. Charm 50 points for 1 second on touch. Call it a firm handshake. But so, I don't know why, but for some reason that in my head conjured an image of Timothy Dalton in Hot Fuzz shaking Simon Pegg's hand when he first meets him. That's like in my head. That's what that spell does. It's that exact. Do you know what? Timothy Dalton would be an excellent casting choice for this character we're playing right now. Is it in floats? Encumbrance, right. Encumbrance, strength, malt. 10? This might be a bit overkill, I don't know. That seems to have made no fucking difference, curiously enough. And then again, I don't actually know what my capacity was before I did that. Save and reload to apply. Oh, do I really? All right, save, reload. Let's find out if this was completely overboard. Okay, it was maybe a little overboard. Yeah. All right, let's tweak it again. Encumbrance. Make it 8. Yeah, 400 carry capacity did seem a lot. Alright, okay, 320 is still very generous, but it also doesn't seem unreasonable. This will allow me 320 carry capacity right now. This should allow me to carry camping equipment and alchemy equipment without making the game unplayable. That's my hope, anyway. As well as a full suit of heavy armor to boot. Valuable bloody potion, that one, wasn't it? Good grief. Fishing net isn't useful enough to be worth 3 units of weight. And the water skin has a mediocre weight to capacity ratio. Yeah, I mean, like, there are a few little things like that, I suppose, but it's just, I just don't care enough, you know what I mean? I suppose the largemouth bass weighing 3.4 doesn't help. Which I honestly think we should harvest somehow. I don't actually know how we would do that. Shift click on it? I don't know. Control click? What do we just drop it on the floor? What? Harvest? Oh, I need... Really? I need a knife, do I? Okay. Fine. Admittedly, it would be a little bit difficult to harvest properly a bass with a claymore. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it would be kind of messy.
How do you do?
A life drawing of a fish. Oh, don't give me ideas. Too late, you've already done it. I'm gonna have to draw the fish. I'm gonna walk into the Mage's Guild and just slap a fucking fish down on one of the tables. That's what I'm doing. It's happening. There you go. Fish. Fucking fish. Ink sketch of fish. Also, we don't need quite so much zoom, do we? It has a sort of Return of the Obra Dinn look to it, doesn't it, this ink sketch shader? I almost wonder what this one would be like as a watercolor, actually, but I don't think the watercolor would really adequately give you the details. This would probably be better as an oil painting, if anything. What would messing around with the fog do, out of curiosity? I don't know if it's better like that or like that. I feel like the image is more three-dimensional with that. No subjects found, right. We shall name this Fish. Fish. Look at that. Marvelous. You, meanwhile, I guess you're coming with me. Can you make upskirt paintings? Head skull. Sometimes we have what are called inside thoughts. Okay. They're the ones that you don't actually say out loud. They're the ones that you keep inside here. Well, I'm mega chuffed with the new version of Joy of Painting. It's so good. Every character I play from now on is going to have to, for some contrived reason, be an artist, because I can't live without this mod anymore. It's just so good. Now then, what was I doing? I was trying to find some sort of illusion spell. I require an illusion spell with which to charm my opponents. You.
All right, I'm intrigued. Go ahead.
Paralysis. No. Close but no cigar. Training. Oh, look at the new training menu. That's snazzy. Also, look how expensive training is. Also, my illusion skill is not very good, is it? Wow. Charming Dutch! Hurrah. There we go. My chance of casting it is not the best, is it? No, it's just really not. And it's also super random. 5 to 25 points, 5 seconds. Well, this is Morrowind, so we can go to spell making, charm, touch, magnitude. I don't know. Like that. Duration 1 second. There's a Robert Silverberg novel about why you don't want telepathy. Yeah, telepathy. I wouldn't want telepathy. I really would not. I don't want to be able to read people's thoughts. It sounds like a horrible idea. Firm handshake. She's just like give a dreamy sigh after talking to old Bernardo here. It's clearly a ladies' man, this fella. Have you got anything for sale, spells-wise? You do, don't you? Anything good, though? Summon Bone Walker, maybe? That'd be a bit of an upgrade over our crappy skeleton. A very expensive spell, though. For us, at the moment, anyway. Bound longsword backup weapon. It's actually not a terrible idea, is it? It's really not a terrible idea. If only we could get bound claymores as previously discussed. I'd be tempted to like just go no physical weapon for a while and just rely purely on a bound claymore. Oh, we can't afford that right now, but hey, it's a nice idea. Imagine using telepathy on someone who has ADD/ADHD. Be a trip, wouldn't it? Most of the superpowers like people think they would want, like, kind of suck, if I'm honest.
Hail.
Like, telepathy, absolutely no. No. A lot of people say like they wish they could teleport so they wouldn't have to travel anywhere. If you could teleport anywhere, click your fingers and be anywhere you wanted, you'd get so fucking fat. Because you would never exercise. Unless you went out of your way every single day to go do a fuckload of running or something, or hiking. You'd get so fat. Because you wouldn't even be walking to the kitchen. You'd just go from sitting in chair, snap fingers, in front of the fridge. Right, we're back in the room. Yeah. See, I don't know what happened there. My connection was fine. I could see the Twitch. That's why I didn't immediately notice what the fuck was going on, because I could see the Twitch chat still going on my other monitor. But then I noticed that the stream had frozen on the preview on the Twitch dashboard. I was like, hang on a minute. What's going on? But I could see the chat just going by. Like, my connection was fine. I was connected to the internet, but apparently for some reason the stream just died. It just decided to die. Yeah. I don't know. We're having a lot of issues this week, aren't we? It's kind of annoying, but never mind. We'll push on for now. I don't know where it cut off now. I bet you anything it cut off my marvelous rant about how teleportation is a rubbish superpower.
I'm listening.
How annoying. Look at that, 60 out of 100. Disposition. People really do like. Because you get fat. Right, okay, we caught that bit then. Lovely. You snapped your fingers when it died. That's funny. Okay. I'll have to remember not to Thanos snap my own fucking stream in future.
What do you need?
Well, what have we here? Interesting.
Right, let's go and get this code book, shall we?
Interesting. Go on.
What is with this ash storm? It's all kinds of wrong, this is. Do you know, while we're down there, I think I might join the Thieves Guild. I don't know if we'll really do a lot of Thieves Guild quests with this character, because our skill set is really just not suited to it, but I would like having access to being able to, you know, reduce my bounty.
Keep moving, Scum.
Oh, he's not happy to see us, is he? Is this open MW? The fact that I'm running Ashfall should be a clue. No, it's not OpenMW. Hello, Sothilda. I'm just going to stand here for an hour, waiting for my fatigue to come back. And you know what? Actually, what I might do is I'll join the Thieves Guild quickly to get a disposition boost. What's up, Habasi? Want to join the Thieves Guild? Let me in. Jobs. Diamond. Right. Now Carrier Whitehaven has a diamond. We'll see if we can try and nick that. The basic quest. Thing is, the Thieves Guild will hopefully also sell us things like lockpicks and probes if we need them, which are useful. And also provide a bit of training. Alright, lady. I am going to hit you with firm handshake.
Come on, then. Say something or move on.
Look, Toad, I'll tell you what's going on. This codebook has dirt on the kimono... Oh, because we're in the Thieves Guild, we've got different dialogue, I forgot. This codebook has dirt on the kimono tongue and the skooma trade. As soon as we get it figured out, we take it to the authorities and take over the trade ourselves. The Fighters Guild works for the kimono tongue since Shoring Hardheart took over. You have to decide where your loyalties lie, Toad. I forgot this was a thing. Yeah, okay. We just got a kind of Fighters Guild plot spoiler there early as a result of being part of both guilds. I almost never play a character that's in the Thieves Guild and the Fighters Guild at the same time. So... question is, how the fuck do I get the codebook now? Because the codebook dialogue option just gives me this. Should have got it first, now you got a Merker. Yeah, that's a problem, because I don't have a Frenzy spell. Ashfall's pretty darn cool, yeah. Ashfall is pretty darn cool, but like, honest to God, I think Joy of Painting and Ultimate Fishing I actually enjoy even more than Ashfall. Yeah, anything that requires MWSE does not work with OpenMW, hence I don't use OpenMW. I do, actually no, that's not true. I do use OpenMW for one specific thing, and that is Morrowind multiplayer. On the odd occasion I do play it. But aside from that, I just use this. I find it much better. You don't need AI voice acting in Morrowind, for one thing, is what I'll say. You also don't need OpenMW for AI voice acting. You can get the AI voice acting for this as well, if you want to. Also, the AI voice acting is a little bit naff. it's kind of a bit crap. I did think about giving it a try, just to see what it was like for this playthrough, but then it occurred to me that there'll be no AI voice acting available for Project Cyrodiil. Province Cyrodiil, even not Project Cyrodiil, Province Cyrodiil, because it's just come out and no one will have generated all of that dialogue yet. It is actually Project Cyrodiil. I thought I was confusing it with Project Tamriel. I could have sworn it was called Province Cyrodiil. Never mind. I'm sure it's called Province Cyrodiil. Fuck! I need to Google this right now. I need to settle this, because otherwise this is a serious case of Mandela effect. Province Cyrodiil. These fuckers have renamed it. It used to be called Province Cyrodiil, and it's now called Project Cyrodiil. Right. I feel vindicated. They have. I saw it in the Google results. There was a post from 2022 calling it Province Cyrodiil, and now it's Project Cyrodiil. I don't know why. Yeah, I know people have done AI VO for Tamriel Rebuilt, although probably not for the latest version. But they will not have done it for Cyrodiil yet. I guess we've got to taunt her then. And then kill her. This could take a while. Oh, yeah, that's this may not work ever. Yep. Yeah. I'm gonna need to go find myself a frenzy spell. Although at this point, I'm starting to feel like this quest is not worth pursuing. We have other shit we need to do. I was doing these Balmora Fighters Guild quests because they were an easy source of dosh. It is no longer an easy source of dosh, and so therefore I think I think we should probably move on. Do you really need to make taunting this tedious, Rebirth? I think it did. If I'm being honest with you, I think it did. The thing is, it worked in vanilla, because in vanilla the dialogue menu is kind of a faff to use. In vanilla, you'd click persuasion, and then I think it would turn up in the middle of the screen here, and you have to click persuasion, and then you have to click taunt. Persuasion, taunt, persuasion, taunt, persuasion, taunt, persuasion, taunt, like that. So it was more of a ball ache to try and exploit, but now with like user interface mods, you just have to move the mouse down here, and the menu doesn't even close. I just realized I'm taunting a random guy. That's probably really stupid. Therefore, if you don't have something to prevent the player from exploiting taunting, all you have to do with every NPC in the game, regardless of your speechcraft skill, is just go open the menu and then mash the mouse button like a million times until eventually the dice roll works enough times for you to be able to just immediately then kill consequence-free the NPC. So I think, honestly, Rebirth doing that is good. It's a good change. So, you know, if you want to be able to like willy-nilly attack NPCs consequence-free, get a fucking frenzy spell or get speechcraft skill, the way it should be.
I'm waiting.
Hello, Dr. Fat.
Is there something you need?
Interesting. Go on.
You know, the other thing about the AI voice acting, aside from like the ethical stuff, which I won't even get into because that's been talked about to death, is that a lot of Morrowind's dialogue really wasn't written to be read out loud. You know? Like, I've seen examples of that mod being used, and like the dialogue sounds so weird. Because it just really was never written with the intention of actually being read out loud by a real human. Does anybody here have a frenzy spell?
This is unexpected, but not unwelcome. Please go ahead.
Because there's the usual AI voice acting problem of everything sounding really monotone and not really with any proper inflection and stuff.
May I help you?
Alright, screw this. I suppose we can try and steal Nalcarria's diamond.
Interesting. Go on.
Is there some...
I've gone the wrong way. It's over there.
Speak, traveler.
Yeah, you don't have to give examples, my man. I've seen it already. Like AI voice acting just is kind of weird sounding. Whoa.
Quickly, Outlander.
Hualu
I haven't
Council
much
Guard.
time.
That's a bit different. Now, how much do you want to bet? This quest is going to be a little bit more difficult. Yes. There's a dude up here. Uh-huh. Maybe we won't be stealing these damn diamonds then. Hi, yeah. I feel like we're past the hump where most people can even notice AI art / voice acting. I don't know, I still find myself able to clock it. I haven't knowingly been fooled yet. I suppose that's the point, right? You could probably get some good AI voice acting results if you really do sit there and force it to generate the line again and again and again and again and again with more prompts and shit until eventually it finally spits out exactly what you want. That's a lot of work. I've played games, like full-on like games with AI voice acting in them these days, and you can tell it's just something about it just sounds weird. Sometimes it accidentally mispronounces words that should be really obvious. Like the most egregious example of this I can think of is Wargame. Not Red Dragon. Sorry, no, Warno. That was it. Warno. I was playing Warno, and when you go through the tutorial missions in Warno, all the voice acting in Warno is AI generated, and the tutorial speech is just weird. It's just really weird. It's so noticeably machine generated. And that's in a like not a AAA product, but you know, like that's in a big expensive game released for actual money. That's a really pretty view. Fortunately, doesn't seem to translate very well to watercolor, this view, however. Pencil drawing, perhaps? For this one? Oh no, you don't get any of the sunrise with a pencil drawing, do you? Ink sketch is not really going to be that great either, is it? No. This is more of an oil painting job, isn't it? Really. Did you see the bit? No, I didn't, Deacon, I'm afraid. Right. We're a bit thirsty, apparently. We, I suppose, need to start making our way to Old Ebonheart, but we also need money. We need money. Money. Since I run into a brick wall with both the Fighters Guild and the Thieves Guild here, how am I going to get some more money? I've got a few things I could sell to Revere, I suppose, right now, but that's a temporary short-term solution. We had more than 700 gold at the start of the stream. Yeah, but I had to reinvest that into necessary equipment, so doesn't matter. I hate to part with Elemental Burst Fire, but yeah, no, I'd like to keep that if I can. It's quite good. Could get us out of a tough spot. That, on the other hand, don't fucking need that. Alright, Ravi, you're kind of massively ripping me off here, dude. Alright, there we go. 685. We're getting somewhere. I don't suppose you have a knife for sale, do you? What would count as a knife? Would a dagger count as a knife? For Ashfall purposes, I mean. Oh, he's got a new backpack, a white fur one. Any short blade counts. So a cheap as chips iron dagger would do the job. Although it weighs 8. Why the hell does a dagger, little dagger, iron dagger weigh 8? That's insane. I never noticed how much daggers weighed. Fucking 8, seriously. Silver dagger weighs 4. Why is the iron dagger so heavy? Guess I'll take the silver dagger. Which means now I can actually, sorry, I'm going to do a bit of fishmongering shenanigans here, Revere. On your little thing here. Largemouth, bass meat, acquired. There's my miner's pick. I better take this with me. There we go. Right, well, we're not paying extortionate travel costs, so we're going to be going on foot, wherever it is we're going next. Suppose maybe we should go dungeon delving. Although there is one thing I want. There is one thing I want, and I don't know if I can get it here. You can in vanilla, but this ain't vanilla, so... Not seeing it, I must admit. Maybe it's one of the other shops. No, you don't have it either. His arms aren't long enough for him to really draw his sheath, his sword from his back. Well, his sword isn't actually in a sheath, is the thing. Or a scabbard, rather. It's obviously secured in place back there somehow, but it isn't in a scabbard, which means he could theoretically, potentially, actually draw it still. Because people have designed, like, you know, I'm not sure what you'd call it, like harnesses for putting a two-handed sword on your back so that you can actually draw it. People have done it. Magnets. Alteration magic. Oh, excuse me, everybody. Oh, you don't have it either. Yeah. I was looking for the shirt with the poofy sleeves. But nobody seems to have it. That outfitter in vanilla game has that shirt. But apparently not with all my mods. Can we do anything with the fountain? No. Oh god, it's already 7 PM. We might as well just go sleep at the Fighters Guild and leave in the morning. It's probably Rebirth. It's probably a combination of Rebirth and... No, it's definitely Rebirth. I was about to say Ashfall, but nah, it's Rebirth. Ashfall wouldn't remove anything, it would just add stuff.
What's this all about?
Do you want something from me?
Yeah, peckish and well rested. Do I want something from you? No. No, I already did that. Do you mind not coughing on me? That's just rude.
Today is your lucky day.
So let's hear it. Let's cap off this little Balmora segment of our adventure by
Go ahead.
anything you say. We'll cap it off with a portrait sketch of old Idis Fire-Eye. What was your name? Yeah, Idis Fire-Eye. She's as crooked as they come, just like us. No, paper. Here we go. Boopity boopity boop. Draw. Ink sketch. Do a little portrait of you, Missy, as a souvenir. Kind of wondering whether to include any background. I think I'll go without. Oh yeah, high contrast, low brightness. That definitely works for these. Find subject. There it is. Marvelous. Add it to the collection. Anyone would want to play Morrowind on the phones beyond you. Something to do on the commute, innit? There are certainly better options out there, though, when it comes to on-phone entertainment. You could just go play the fucking quest. That's not the actual title, it's called The Quest. But the quest, it works perfectly fine on phone. You'd be way better off playing that, because that's essentially like a grid-based Elder Scrolls game.
Anytime.
You'll have a poofy shirt. You bastard. Where did you buy that poofy shirt? I want it. And we're off. I reckon we might, let's see, maybe we should head to Vivek? We'll probably get a boat to Old Ebonheart from Vivek. Now that I've got the compatibility mod. That lets you fast travel from Vardenfell with Rebirth installed. I think you've got to worry. You've got to watch with the Steam Deck on Morrowind, though, is that it will not just share your save games with your PC desktop version of the game, but it will also share like weird shit like graphical settings and controls and things. I learned this the hard way, unfortunately. So, if you want to play Morrowind on the Steam Deck, it would be wise to actually make sure that your desktop version of Morrowind is actually like the GOG version or a disc version, and not the Steam version. Otherwise, weird and annoying stuff will happen. Nice. That was too good not to add to the sketchbook. Where are we off to? Right now, Vivek City. Thereafter, Old Ebonheart. Thereafter, Cyrodiil. You can mod OpenMW on the Steam Deck. You can, but it's a massive pain in the dick. You can mod regular Morrowind on the Steam Deck, but it's again a pain in the dick. My Steam Deck version of Morrowind pretty much just has Tamriel Rebuilt installed on it and nothing else. It's literally just vanilla plus Tamriel Rebuilt. And even just doing that was really annoying. Mostly just and it's not for the fault of it's not the fault of like mod makers or anything like that. It's literally just because Linux is annoying. It's just Linux problems. It's like, we have all these wonderful mods that require you to use an executable file to install. Guess what Linux won't do? Use executable files. Not without additional fucking about. You want to do anything in Linux, it requires additional fucking about. And so eventually you reach a point where it's just like, this doesn't seem worth the effort. I think I'll just play ye old style vanilla Morrowind instead, and I'll put the Steam Deck dock onto my television, and I'll play with the controller, and I'll just pretend I'm playing the old Xbox version of Morrowind for nostalgia's sake. And that's what I did, basically. Slow to a walk. Get our fatigue back before we go into this place. Helmet on. Summon skeleton at the ready. I appear to have been burdened. Well, we'll just stand here awkwardly and wait for it to go away, shall we? Right. It's a Nyx Hound! Not actually what I was expecting. I think I confused this place with a slightly different dungeon. Poor creature seems to have gotten stuck. Oh god, hello.
You will suffer greatly. You Enwa!
Nicely done. Anything here worth grabbing? I suppose that's worth grabbing. I can't pick this bedroll up, can I? No. I would guess modding Skyrim on Linux is a horrible labyrinth of pain. Yeah, I mean, if you want to mod Skyrim easily on Linux, on Steam Deck anyway, I suppose you can just go purely with Steam Workshop mods. That would work fine. Otherwise, prepare for pain, yes. Thing is, I treat my Steam Deck as essentially a glorified console. You know, really, like that's my Steam Deck. I haven't. It's been for like the last 6 months in the dock, plugged into my TV with an Xbox controller attached to it, and I essentially just use it as a games console for my TV that happens to have my PC games on it. And so I don't bother really trying to play things like modded Skyrim on the Steam Deck. What I do instead is I play console games. I play Assassin's Creed on there instead. I play The Witcher 3, you know, that sort of thing. Halo Master Chief Collection. Even though the Steam store page doesn't say so, the Master Chief Collection runs rather well on Steam Deck. Free probe. Oh, too complex. We need to get better lockpicks, don't we? And also better security skill. But all these things require money. Money. Oh, she had a loot. A fat loot worth 0 for some reason. Hello there. Oops, sorry, skeleton.
There is no escape.
You know, that little skill bonus from activating the Claymore of Hewing. It's 5 points of Fortify Longblade, but you know what? Sometimes it really does feel like it makes a difference. squash sausage. Because I can. Can we? I wonder if this is an opportunity to do a bit of cooking. Probably not. I think I need to set a grill up. I really should have bought that grill, shouldn't I? Because now I'm going to have to like make one out of firewood or something every time I need to use it. Should have spent the money on the grill. I love being an Ultima. Look how much fucking magicka I have, it's insane. Oh, it's this woman. I don't feel like talking to you.
What can I do for you, friend?
I feel you heard a request. She'd asked, "Oh, I want you to go and find this man I've fallen in love with." I think Bernardo would probably laugh in her face. Stone. Right, I think this might be the cave I was confusing the other one with. Yeah. See, this is an actual fire we can place a utensil on. I don't think you can cook the meat without one. I'm just going to sit here and wait for a moment, I think. Closer to the fire you can, but the chance to burn it goes way up. Oh, interesting, really. I mean, burned meat is still technically edible. Yeah, you're right. It does cook. That's good to know. Well, hot. Oh, no, it does make sense. Now it's just warm. And we're thirsty as well, apparently. Let's fix that. Do you know, this steel armor does look pretty darn cool. It feels like it's been an extremely long time since I've played a character with steel armor. And I think it really has. Like, it has been an insanely long time since I played a heavy armor character who wasn't in the Legion and therefore using Legion armor. It's burnt. It's all burnt. Never mind. Right. Just enter Ulumusa. Don't I have a light spell? I do. Got him. Nice one, Skillabro. Shame she doesn't have any goddamn loot that's worth a damn. How much long does this light spell? Oh, it's 60 seconds. That's pretty good. Big Nord with hammer. Always a worry. As you can see, ouch. I forgot to pick up some extra restore health potions from the Fighters Guild. Well, at least I died fully hydrated.
No escape! You will die! Stupid!
Dealt with. Right. Now there's you. Right. I want shield. I want the Claymore of Hewing.
You're growing weak.
Jesus. I didn't even put a dent in him either, did it? I knew this guy was tough. I didn't realize he was this fucking tough, though. Did not realize he was this fucking tough. This is ridiculous. He fucking reflected that back at me as well. Why do you, a random Nord, have reflect? Why? Why? Bet you anything we'll loot him and he will not have he will not have an item on him that gives him reflect. You don't think that was reflect? That was AoE. God, surely not. That's like nuclear AoE. Nuclear hand grenade AoE. It's only 15 feet. Something about that doesn't seem right. It's on self. There's an on-self effect. What rebirth shenanigans is this? I'm sure the vanilla spell never did that. Yeah, you're right, it is on self. That's sneaky. That's very sneaky. When in doubt, try and exploit the pathfinding. Oh my god. How am I not dead? What the fuck? Oops. Oh, well, I don't think we can kill this guy. I don't think we can do it, everybody. Well, you know what, ladies and gentlemen, it's kind of late. It's not been the longest stream I've ever done, but it was kind of late when we started, so I kind of warned you that might be the case going in. So, ladies and gents, it's been fun. I'll see you again in the near future. The next stream will probably... I mean, I'm aiming for Thursday. So, if not tomorrow... Probably not tomorrow, though, but I'm aiming for Thursday. Where it'll be probably some more Awakening of the Clone Wars. And then more of this on maybe Friday. No, not Friday. Busy Fridays, evenings. Saturday, then. So, yeah. Ladies and gents, thank you very much for tuning in. Hope you've had fun. And I will see you next time. For more of this and more of the other thing. You know what I mean. Words, brain. Running low on brain cells. Desperately need to go to the loo. Bye.